Oh, what's going on, guys? Anthony with Metal Miners, back with another video. Man, I've been having a hard time, man. I've been struggling. My 7-inch videos aren't doing too well. I talked to my friend Kimo. He said maybe it's the algorithm. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. But he said maybe I ought to try a different title, and he suggested one. He said POSER Destroying Death Metal Vinyl Update. Well, maybe later in the week I'll do a POSER Destroying Death Metal Vinyl Update. But today, because my good friend Steve Young wanted to see the Dying Fetus collection, I'm going to show you the Dying Fetus albums, the physical format that I own. I'm missing some stuff, but I'll show you what I got. Had a dude, I guess y'all call them trolls, in the comments, asked me didn't I think I was too old for this music, and he also said my background music was too loud, and told me I had this channel for 4 years. All of that stuff I already know, man. I know I'm old. I know the music's too loud. I'm about death. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn it up. And I know how long I've been doing this stuff, man. What's wrong with the dude? Can't catch a break. Moving on, I could care less what that dude says, man. In the background, I hope y'all can hear it. All seriousness, I hope it's not too loud. It's kind of dark, man, but I want y'all to see it. Trenchfoot. You know I'm a Trenchfoot fan, man. These dudes from Liverpool, England, 4-piece on here. Joe Bradley, Kane Watson. Let's see, I got it upside down. It's kind of dark, man, but it's good art. Max Baker, Harry Walker. Batic Art did this art. Super dark, man. I hope you can see it. But this is a 2025 Iron Fortress Records release. Came on this black cassette. You can get a CD also. If you live in the UK, Cavernous Records did the CD version, and Macho Records did a cassette. I see some guys showing. Like I say, 4-piece. You get 5 tracks on this one. About 18.5 minutes of music. This is their 3rd EP, man. Just superb stuff. I know I've got the first one. I couldn't find the second one, and when I looked at the cover, it didn't ring a bell, so I've got to track that one down. But active since 2021. Hopefully we'll get a full length on vinyl one day. But yes, I'm old. Yes, the music's loud. And yes, I don't care. Let's do it, man. Let's look at some. Got me all messed up, man. The name of the Trenchfoot is Cavernous Necrophagia. Killer stuff, man. Killer stuff. I think I told y'all I need to tell you about that. And yeah, I write down notes, man, because I can't remember nothing. So let's talk about Dying Fetus, man. Dying Fetus, Baltimore, Maryland, death metal, brutal death metal, grindcore-ish band. Been at it since 93 or so, still going strong. Had several lineup changes. John Gallagher has been there since the beginning. Settled into this lineup that they have now, and have been in that lineup for several years, several albums. Don't see it changing. Trey Williams drums, Sean Beasley bass. He does the vocals, and of course John Gallagher guitar and vocals. But let's start off. I'm going to show you what I got, and then I'm going to try to tell you the stuff that I'm missing, and hopefully I'm not missing the stuff that I'm telling you and leaving something out. But you can go on Discogs, you can go on Metal Archives, and you can check it out for yourself. The first thing I want to show you is a demo. Came out in 1993 independently on an independent cassette. This is a 2021 reissue on the Other Records. There's the label there. There's the track listing on the back. You see it's a 3-piece. You get 6 tracks on this one, 23 minutes of music. I said these guys have been 93. They've been active since 91, but this was actually the first release. This thing got bent in the mail, man. I about threw a fit when I got the thing. On this one, you see the guys there, John Gallagher, vocals and guitars. Gallagher is also credited with the drums on here, whether they're programmed or actually physical drums, I'm not sure. John Netherton does bass and vocals, and Nick Spelios, I think is how you say it, guitars and vocals. They had another demo. Here's the inner sleeve. They had another demo in '94 called Infatuation with Malevolence. It came out independent cassette. There's a picture of the independent cassette it came on. But the one that came out in '94 came out. I thought this was a picture of it. This is the Bathe and Entrails one. It came out independently, released on cassette also, but it had a little bit more traction. Wild Rags actually did a CD version in '95 and another one in '98. Blunt Force did a CD version of that second demo in 2000. Relapse picked it up in 2011 and did a CD version. And Profane Tones did a vinyl version in 2024 that I have got to track down, man. This one came on white vinyl. Josh Noss, N-O-S-S, is credited with this cover art, and this original logo here, they would soon go away from that, but they would return to it later on in their career. So check that out, Bathe and Entrails. There's the guys on the back. Demo 1993. Like I say, the '94 demo, I don't have a copy of that, but I'm got it on my wish list on Discogs, so maybe one day, if the stars line up, I will have a copy of that one. I think that's all I want to tell you on that one. So, debut full length. Purification Through Violence. Original layout by Mike Harrison, and revised layout by Jacob Spells. I don't know, it wasn't a credit for art, so I guess those guys that I just mentioned are credited for putting this cover together. 1996, August the 6th, actually, 1996, this came out on Pulverized Records. This is a 2021 reissue on Relapse. They were a 4-piece on this one. You get 10 tracks. You see on the back there that 2 of them on this version were bonus tracks. On this one you got John Gallagher again, guitars, and there's the guys there. You can read it for yourself. Gallagher, guitars and vocals. Brian Latta, guitars. Rob Belton plays the drums on this, and Jason Netherton, bass and vocals. 37 minutes and 15 seconds of music on this one. And you can see that right away with the full length, they went away from that to this more block style logo. And again, there's the track listing on the back. Bonus track Beaten into Submission, and that was a '97 rehearsal demo, and then live in Germany, Raped on the Altar. Roger, I'm sorry, man. When you're late to the party and you're picking up this stuff years after it was released, you kind of get what you can get. You know what I mean, man? It's kind of tough, but it bees like that sometimes. This was the Pool of Blood edition on Relapse. There's the hype sticker there. So after that, I want to tell you about one that I do not have, and this is probably the one, as far as full lengths, that people have a gap in their collection. This would probably be the one, and that is Killing on Adrenaline. It was released July '98 on Morbid Records on CD. Several labels, including Relapse, have put it out, but the latest release, believe it or not, was the CD edition on Back on Black. And I would have thought that if Back on Black would have done a reissue, they would have done one on vinyl. But in November of 2022, they did a CD reissue. 4 members on that one. John Gallagher again doing guitars and vocals. He's the mainstay. Jason Netherton bass and vocals. Brian Latta did the guitars on that, and we got Kevin Talley coming in and playing drums. 8 tracks on that second full length, 34 minutes and 14 minutes of music. The cheapest one I've been able to find, vinyl version that is, on Discogs has been $130 some odd, and plus shipping, and I'm just not prepared to play that yet. So then in 2000, they put out an EP. I don't have it either. Grotesque Impalement. Blunt Force Records did that CD. It had 6 tracks on it, almost 22 minutes of music. Again, Gallagher, Jason Netherton playing bass. John Bowles came on to play guitar, and Kevin Talley drums. The latest reissue on that one's a CD in 2021 on Relapse. And that one's pretty easy to find. I'll probably grab me a copy of that. I don't think it was ever issued on vinyl, but if it was, I would like to have a copy. Then the third full length, Destroy the Opposition. My dog's barking in there. I knew the time I started this she would bark, but I have no idea how to pause it and come back to it. Destroy the Opposition, layout and design by Unkind Designs. This one came out October the 3rd, 2000 on Relapse. On CD, here's the inner deal. 4-piece on this one. This is a 2017 reissue on Relapse. Back to a 4-piece. John Gallagher, John Sparky Voles on guitars again, Jason Netherton bass and vocals, and Kevin Talley on guitars. This one actually came with an extra track. There on the back you see Reduced to Slavery, a Japanese bonus track. The original CD didn't have that on it, but killer stuff. This one come on a Pool of Blood edition as well. Looks like that. Destroy the Opposition 2000. Put these up as I go, so I ain't got to do it for an hour when y'all sleeping and I'm sitting here working. All right, that brought us to 2003. Stop at Nothing. There it is. I couldn't find the it just says design Jonathan Kennedy, so I would assume that he put together this artwork. Relapse put out CD and vinyl May 13th, 2003. This is a 2023-ish reissue on Relapse. 5-piece on this one. You see the guys there, 8 tracks, 35 minutes, 37 seconds of music. John Gallagher guitars and vocals. Mike Kimball joined as a guitarist. Of course, here we have Sean Beasley making the scene, playing bass. Eric Sainga, I think that's how you say his name, playing drums. And then you got Vince Matthews credited with vocals on this one. There's the guys there, if you can see them. Before this, they put out a video in 2002 called Killing Live, and they had a split with Deep Red, came out on a 7-inch on Relapse, 1 track each, but this was the 4th full length. This one came on that Pool of Blood red again, but it's not so much blood. They about bled out, hadn't they? So that's the 4th full length. Like I say, Steve done a much better job on his Dying Fetus stuff, man. He's just, sometimes I can't get it together. That brought us to Stop at Nothing 2003. This one came out May 13th. Excuse me, War of Attrition. Reading the wrong thing. May the 6th, 2007. Relapse put out CD and a vinyl version then. This is a 2017 reissue. Art direction and design by Orion Landau on this one. Let's see the inner credits, lyrics, all that good stuff. Got Gallagher back. Gallagher's always going to be here, guitars and vocals. Sean Beasley's become a mainstay now, playing bass and doing the vocals. You got Mike Kimball, guitars, and did the credited with the lyrics on here, and a guy named Dwayne Timline plays the drums on here. This one had 8 tracks, almost 37 minutes of music. I guess that's black. Hard to get just black vinyl anymore, man. Usually you find a limited edition. The limit is the black. The bulk of the big numbers come in colors and stuff. But War of Attrition 2007. That was the 5th full length. 2009, September the 15th, brought us Descend into Depravity. Again, back on, they stayed with Relapse from here on out pretty well. CD and vinyl came out on Relapse. This is a 2023 reissue. Art direction and design by Orion Landau. This one, we're to the mainstay lineup that we'll continue with. Gallagher, Beasley, and now we have Trey Williams coming on drums. Inner sleeve. Oh, let's see. This one is, again, that Pool of Blood, man. These reissues, big on that Pool of Blood. A lot of blood at Relapse. Still staying with that bold font logo. 2011, January of 2011, they released a comp. The name of it was Infatuated with Malevolence. Had 16 tracks on it. Some demos, some live stuff, some rehearsal tracks. Relapse put that out on CD. And then in 2011, also in July the 19th, they had History Repeats. Relapse put that out on a CD. They called that an EP. Did a vinyl release of that in 2020. Had 7 tracks on it. 22 minutes, 22 seconds of music. It was all cover tunes except one track on it was 44 seconds long. Covered Dehumanize, Napalm Death, Broken Hope, Bolt Thrower, Pestilence, and Cannibal Corpse. So I would love to find me a copy of that one. Then in June 19th, 2012, Reign Supreme was released on Relapse CD and vinyl. This is the 2023 reissue. 10 tracks on this one. Again, 3-piece Gallagher, Williams, and Beasley. 38 minutes and 22 seconds of music. Orion Landau's again credited with this art, and this is probably my favorite art of any of their stuff. especially the back with those goats there. 10 tracks on this one, absolutely killer. Again, that pool of blood, I'm not going to show it to you. It's just, I don't know how I ended up with so many pool of blood. I bought several of these reissues at one time, and I guess that's how I got them. It was all in one batch. All right, 2017. The wrong one to beat with. And notice we're back to the original logo. 2017, June the 23rd. This one came out on Relapse. This is a 2023 reissue. I don't know why it's got this bow in it. I don't know if you can see it. Cover design on this one, a guy named Sam Shapiro and Brandon Barone, I think, is credited with it. Gallagher, Williams, Beasley, 10 tracks, almost 50 minutes of music on this one. And like I say, the biggest thing that stands out to me is they went back to the original logo. And again, that pool of blood. So that brings us up to the 8th full length and the original logo. And then in 2018 they put out a split. Relapse had it on vinyl, 1,000 copies. I need to track down one also on CD. 8 tracks, 4 bands, 2 tracks each. Dying Fetus, Incantation, Gate Creeper, and Genocide Pact. That one came out September the 7th of 2018. And then their latest offering, last but not least, and you'll notice we got the block and the old style logo on this one. Daniel McBride art on the cover. September the 8th, 2023, Make Them Beg for Death. Relapse put this one out in all formats. Of course, you see there on the back the track listing. You get 10 tracks, 37.5 minutes of music like that. Gallagher, Beasley, Trey Williams. Absolutely superb. So that's my Dying Fetus collection. It's got some holes in it, but as far as studio albums, I think I'm missing one, and that's the one that's so high priced. But maybe one day I'll find me a decent copy at a decent price that's here in the States somewhere where I ain't got to pay $20 or $30 on top of everything else to get it shipped to me. But Make Them Beg for Death. Dying Fetus, man. Poser destroying death metal vinyl update. In the background, man, Trench Foot. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Check out some of these Dying Fetus records, man. I think you'll like them. They have a consistent discography, catalog, whatever you want to call it. If you liked them at the beginning, you'll like them here at the end. I mean, they didn't vary from their style very much. From what I understand, they put on an excellent live show. I've not had the privilege of seeing them yet, but hopefully we can remedy that in the not so distant future. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for putting up with the old man who can't hear too good, plays his music loud. He's got a southern accent, country as a collard green. Appreciate y'all, man.